Everybody, happy Monday. Hope you're having a good week, and that you're getting ready for Halloween and getting ready for a good time. I just wanted to quickly share an update about the voter guide project that I've been working on with some trusted volunteers for the last month or so. So what we have put together is the UCLA Voter Guide Project in its inaugural form. As I have mentioned in previous updates, basically what we are is a group of roughly half a dozen volunteers across different parts of California that have been working to basically fill in information gaps in information about local ballot measures. So these aren't sort of big federal offices. These aren't even like state level ballot measures that you may have seen ads for on TV or elsewhere. These are ballot measures at the super local level, right, at the city or the county level. As I mentioned in previous videos, we set out to cover as many of these as we could, really feeling that the local level um, is where there was the greatest need, basically, that the smallest amount of information was available, and we tried as much as possible to focus on cities that we thought didn't have a super robust local media landscape, right? So either there wasn't a local newspaper at all, or they, for one reason or another, just weren't covering the local ballot measures. By some interesting twist of fate, a good number of cities that previously didn't have a lot of information about the local ballot measures specifically ended up actually getting a lot of it this year. So, like KQED, for example, which is like the NPR PBS affiliate in the Bay Area, I believe has done a lot of local Bay Area local ballot measures. There's like a number of nonprofit groups, nonprofit newspapers in like Fresno, for example. Fresno Land is a great partner. Um, there's a news organization in Riverside called the Riverside Record that basically weren't on my radar when this project started. So I think we're still filling an important gap. But one interesting lesson that we've learned is that the state of this sort of information gap is actually a lot better, even without our help. So you know, one of the ways in which life is kind of funny sometimes. To get back to what we've actually done as part of the UCLA Voter Guide project, though, is basically just this page on the website, which is the published ballot guides. This is organized roughly by sort of how much we have on each city. So we have, I think the largest number of measures covered in San Francisco, starting with Measure A, which covers schools and safety through a bond measure. We've got San Francisco Measure I, which covers sort of retirement benefits for a number of healthcare related public employees. Measure E, which is about reorganizing and restructuring city government in San Francisco, et cetera, right? So there's a number of these measures that you can scroll through, and you can see just how kind of short and punchy we've made all of these summaries. We're really aiming for like a paragraph or two-ish for each measure to really give folks a sense of like what's going on, what is this policy about, what's the major impact, and yeah, basically, if I'm this kind of voter or this is what I have in mind, you know, how can you help me make my decision? So that's kind of what these are all aimed at, is just really the bare essentials. And you can yeah, keep scrolling through and see what's over here. So we have Long Beach covered. We have LA covered as well, a good number of measures in LA. Oakland, Riverside, we have kind of a larger study coming out on this. So this is still in progress, but we've got a measure in Sacramento, San Jose, and Santa Ana as well. So that's basically what we have. That's what we've been able to put together so far. Um, we have a soft plan to sort of add to this as time goes on and see what more we can do. I think the big thing that I just alluded to a moment ago is kind of an impact study in Riverside, looking at, there's all these school board measures that come up fairly often in these elections. What are the actual impacts when a school, raises money in this way? Like, do test scores go up or down? If they go up, sort of, do they go up more for some groups or others, or do they go up more when a district has, some particular set of policies already in place, or what have you? So answering some of those questions is something that we're working on for Riverside. We've got a backlog of a few additional measures that we're looking to add to the site as well. But the basic version is up there, and it's not going to change. What you see up there is not going to go anywhere. So peruse at your leisure, take a look, send to your friends, share with your friends, and yeah, we hope that this is going to be useful. We had a really good time putting this together, and we hope that readers and voters in California will take some benefit away. So thanks for watching, and hope to hear from you soon.